Hi everyone, this is Sakai here with another handmade dream journal. It's book number 2 in the series, and I'm really excited about it because it came out very pretty. It will be kind of hard to give away, but I'm going to do that. I'll be making 10 of them, made to order. It'll be listed at my Etsy shop. Only doing 10 so I don't get overwhelmed and feel like it's actually work. I like making them and want to keep enjoying that process. So it's limited edition, just like the first in the series, only 10 of those. So the cover is, well, it's all handmade, obviously. So Exalted Mystic Union, second edition Dream Journal. It's got a little of the gold gilt going on there on the top and bottom, and of course the book corners, which I always touch up with a little gold. And this was all stenciled in with gold paint and some brown ink stenciling as well. In the cover, I altered a design. So to the bird and the music, I added a African fertility doll and the serpent and the egg. Because this particular book is titled Birds, Bees, and Mermaids. And when you get your book, it'll have the name Birds, Bees, and Mermaids and the actual number in the series. So it'll say number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 through 10. I got this beautiful stamping. I forgot her name. I have to put it down the bottom of her shop. So this will be on all my books. And of course, it's a woman holding a mirror. And we'll be getting into the mirror work in the future. That's another video. So to go inside, well, actually I should show you the outside first. This is on the side. You get a little owl charm and a seashell charm with a little pearl in it. And the book is hand bound with twine, a twine binding. I do it that way so if you ever have to, you can take a page out. You would just slip the page right out of the binding. They're secure, but if you really want to get one out, you can. Like maybe you don't like the way you've written on a page or something like that. Just be careful of whatever other page it's attached to. So as always, this book comes with a quartz wound geode and a little sachet with rosebuds and jasmine. So yeah, I love the way they shine on the inside. Like women, they're magic on the inside. So that comes with the book. And outside you have the usual gold knob with a pearl to open the book. And on the interior we have paper with a little gold reflective effect to it, which I love. This is just a little tuck here across the inside cover. You can put a couple little postcards. You're welcome to add to them. And this is my mother. And this one is a bird with egg. And it does come all the way through. You can see it. My poetry is throughout the book. Through devotion to form, one gains the formless. And there's our owl. Plenty of pages to journal on. I counted about, I think I've got about, what did I say, about 75 to 80 pages to journal on. But I'll read the poems in this one. So grab some tea. I lay down my fears at the feet of love, baptized in my tears at the feet of love. Body, mind, and soul I surrender, given one and all to the fire of this love. And these pages are some of the pages I got from Deli Girl. She's amazing. You can check her out on YouTube. DELY Girl. And first pocket has little tags. This is flower seed paper. So you can plant that and it will grow flowers for you. This again is my mother. So at the beginning of the book, we're coming, it's girlhood, coming out of girlhood, going into adulthood, womanhood, as we progress through the book. So that is my mother in old Philadelphia. This is Himalayan Bonsoir paper. Really pretty. With the embedded flower petals. And on this side you could write if you like. This is handmade tea stain paper. I don't have time to make it, but I love her paper and I continue to buy from her. And for this poem, I am his and not my own. Desires fade, more nobly prone. The sweetest taste so pure does drip, not from my want, but from his lips. But yeah, this paper smells amazing. She actually burnt the edges. I am just his mouthpiece, his breath passing gently through me. I am just his mouthpiece, his breath passing sweetly through me. With innocence he lures me, his love controls me softly. And each poem has the little bit of gold around the edge. And these pages I did myself. Took a background, layered it. I've got some typewriter imagery, flowers. And there's the usual lace on a lot of the pages. So here's our first mermaid. You bow to love, never to me. I am you and you are love. So this is a page I altered, adding a mermaid in. And this page I just added some stenciling, made a little tuck spot. These are photos and postcards you can write on the back of. That is my mother and grandmother, Becky and Zette. And this one is a postcard with the Eiffel Tower on it, because Paris relates to the mermaid and the bees and the birds. It's actually, what is it? For Isis is what Paris originally meant. So here's just a couple little tags. And this is one I stamped on the back, and you can write on that side. This one is just a little pocket, which I stamped. And in here, there's a couple little crystals, rose quartz, and you get a little owl charm. So you can make jewelry out of that, or see if it focuses. There we go. So yeah, you can make jewelry out of it, or use it however you want to use it. Like a cute little necklace. Another page just for writing. I'm trying to hurry through this book. Another family photo. That's my grandfather, Raymond. And here's a small version of the cover you can write on the back of. And it has Exalted written down the bottom. And just a regular, well, not a regular postcard, a very pretty postcard. This is one of Dolly Girls. The birds. Skip the page. And for this one, the truth is agony, ripping through your false perceptions, tearing out your misbeliefs, standing before you grand and gnarly, both better and worse than you ever imagined. Write a bonsoir flower paper. This is vellum paper, so it's sheer. He worships her because her beauty is his life, her joy his joy, her fulfillment his one and only purpose. She looks out another man's window. On the edge of the bed they lie in. They have only prisons to offer me. You are the boundless sky, pink at sunset. And on this side we have the mermaid poem. The soul chooses cruelty, an unworthiness of God perceived, not knowing of the jewel inside, a love greater than all the seas. And so that one has with it, just like I did in the first book, this is vellum paper which I printed with an image of the mermaid, and it has the scripting. Very pretty. Right on the back, of course. Inside the envelope, got some Miriam Makeba, which is very big in my childhood. Go and check her out on YouTube. You can get a hold of one of her albums. Lucky you. And this is just a postcard. Take the paper clip off first. So yeah, this is just a postcard, a lined postcard. You can write on it on both sides. So it'll be stamped. And this side has just A cute little card. Mason. And I'm stamping the envelope. She makes beautiful pages. This is French script print on vellum paper, which I did. And I have to list off the ladies who I got these from. I think this one is, it's either Vintage by me or Vintage and Whimsical, the different scripting papers. Very pretty. Some more of that tea stained paper, and this one has some brown lace on it. This poem is like this one. They promise me glass and tell me it's diamond. You offer me gold in the guise of tin. Dancing me to the inner courtyard, you steal me from them, granting my heart's wish like an effulgent gin. And that would actually be like some effulgent gin. I edited that. Yeah. So this is line paper. You can write on. Next poem of birds and bees. The story, one of strong pursuit, of falling prey and willing. Orion's sword is cutting through, dark womb ever filling. Yet up above the dove of truth does union seek exalted. Hers the forte and the fruit, divine to earth, its soil tilling. So kind of cryptic. Let you know what's going on. And this one, more vellum paper. One of my favorite pages. I did this one. It's an image I altered, did an overlay. Higher still. When the soul wants out, she's freed, released to higher seas, bound not to densities of strain, but soars on frequency. And I've added some of that gold to this page. I love the way that shimmers. Very pretty. More pages to write your dreams. And I've got the feather bookmark in this one as well. So you can just put that wherever you want to find your spot again. So very simple. You can either go in from the top, but I recommend going in from the bottom. You can just grab the ribbon, flip it open, and there's your page. Excuse me. Next poem. You will be the most exposed as you have ever been, more naked than you have ever been, more truth than you have ever been. All that doesn't serve, burned away by your heart's fire. This is the other side of the vellum scripted paper. And this one, I'll do the poem first. This is all in context. It will take the mothers, the women, demanding growth, never settling for stagnation or war. It will take the mothers, the women, choosing wisdom over false appearances, choosing truth over lies. It will take the mothers, the women, deciding to raise children filled with love, planning, building sacred spaces, listening to divine whispers. And on this side we have a bee, a queen bee, postcard, and inside another little postcard to write on the back of. Less a postcard, but it's a little card. And then on this side is a perfume label that you can write on. Very cute. And this was actually a dream image for me. This is, of course, the High Priestess from the tarot deck. And at the bottom it said choice. This was years ago. Just a reminder that where you go, what you do is always your choice. You can always change your future. You choose what man to be with. You choose what city to live in. You choose what job to work, what work you do, what you engage in. Everything is your choice. So you are the one with the power. And this is a little bird stamp. A bird's nest. Eggs in it. So yeah, that goes with the It Will Take the Mother's poem. This is another page I altered. This very dark antique typewriter page. Typewriter keys. This is one I did as well. And at the bottom, throughout the book, in the front began, excuse me, in the front it began with the exalted. So exalted. And then here you have mystic. So of course later there will be union somewhere. Pretty birds with a chandelier. Love that page. This one, it's a little flip up, so you can write in here. And this is just a pretty cardstock page, which glitters. And behind it you can tuck things. So I have a little ticket in there. This is my grandmother on my father's side. Marion Edemy was her name before she married a Nixon. My father said she used to move refrigerators by herself. Don't know where her husband was, but that's what she used to do. And this is more of that flower seed paper. Wait for love. Listen to your dreams. When devotion's fruit is ripe, true love's face will there be seen. So just a little bit of advice, I suppose, when it comes to how to find a mate, how to find the divine. Same process. I stand unopposed, no opposite to give repose. For matrimonial seed, what need? Ancient I, possessing both. And that's just a head nod to our ancient rites. And on the other side, here's an image of Holy Mother with Heru, the Lord's heart. This is some of that gold fire paper from the inside cover. You can actually flip that up and right inside there. And it's on both sides. And then here we have a nice old funky marriage certificate. I love the way that came out. So I printed this with one of the images from one of the ladies I mentioned. I love that. Of course it's blank. So that goes there. Wow, this takes a long time to do. But I love flipping through them, so. And let's see, here we have my mom. This is a larger version of the postcard you saw at the front of the book. And you can, of course, write here. She modeled a little tiny bit. And she was into fashion design, so that's why she's looking all glamorous and whatnot. And line paper. Another poem. I'm here. I exist. I'm here. This lavish life is mine. I claim myself as mountains claim their place among the clouds. Got a lot more gold going on these. She's starting to get it, starting to understand herself. Gold mine. Don't let them touch it, that jewel place, that secret dark. They don't know how to use it. Now go to the waters and make gold. And this is just another little tuck. The bird pages, let's see who did these. I think this is Arty Maze. I got the bird design from. This is my grandfather and grandmother, which you can write dreams on the back of. And my mom was born in 35, so that gives you an idea of when this was. Late 20s, early 30s. Grandmother was born in 1913. This is a little pocket. Cute little card in it. And I've added some of the gold there, gold sparkle in here around the wings. You can write on here as well. And then there's a postcard, French postcard. Of course, you can write on the page behind the items as well. Next poem. In silence, I remain a witness. In speaking, I become a stranger. Meet me there within that knowing, two lovers merging. Let go the barrier. This is another image of my mother as a baby. A lot of this, the theme here is about finding your mothers, the old ways. This page I just added a cute little, but not that little. I actually had to add a napkin on this side to keep it from, you know, when you close the book, it'll press there. So I put a napkin here that you can write on. Serves two purposes. You can write inside here, and you can fold it all the way out actually, and write in there. And so inside the envelope, adorable rose envelope, which I've antiquated. And cute little scripted letter page, which you can write on. The next poem is The Nymph. The act itself, it bears no yearning, empty forms of flesh and fire. The stoic, seeking more, truth churning, deep within she peers and journeys higher. Onto this page, I've added a fleur-de-lis stamp, which relates to the bee. Postcard, lines on the postcard. And this is just a page with musical references pointing to creativity and all that that brings as far as liberation. Another vellum page. The right dreams. Pages for dreams. And this is some more Himalayan paper. This one is Himalayan onion paper with the flowers embedded. It's hard to get that texture on camera. I think you get the idea. How? How will you make them know you? How will you show them who God is? How will you cause them to weep, to kneel, ashamed at their neglect, appalled at their own apathy? How will you make them know you? How will you bring it forth for all to see? Okay, and there's a lot going on this page. So here we have, I want to say golden ticket, but it's a little gold paper cut doily. And it says, the way is through love. I actually received that message from Divine Mother. I was laying in bed and heard it clear as day. And I was in a very rough relationship at that time. So she was kind of reminding me, you know. And there's a little crown here. On this side, recently I had another dream where I had the book, made this doily. I was telling the person who I was in that relationship with actually about the book. Anyway, it's weird. So anyway, in that dream where I'm making this doily and I've written on it, I wrote, abuse isn't love. So you follow our dreams. When you dream a thing, you do it. So here it is in the book. Apparently that is to be in here. So abuse isn't love, and there's a little bee on this side and the crown on this side. So to remind, you know, whoever gets the book that the way is through love. Love yourself. Don't give yourself away. This is my aunt, well, my grandmother's sister, so great aunt. That's Aunt Hester, and this is my grandmother Rebecca. An old photo. She was actually in an abusive relationship. I remember hearing about it. She eventually left him, but you carry that the rest of your life. And this is a painting she did. She was very talented, but she was very distracted, clearly. And on the back you can write. Here we have another little card you can write on. And this one you can write on this side. And this was a dream image I got years ago. Very powerful meaning. This is Netcher in ancient Kemetic or ancient Egyptian, which represents God, or NTR, which is about utterance and the importance of utterance, vibration, and the fish following. So it's basically you go according to your vibration, according to the thoughts you think, according to the words you say. Your experiences are dictated by your vibration, your utterance, and your beliefs. So I like that section. That was cool. And more of that iron paper. Vellum paper. This section has like a little mason jar that you can open up and write in. You can also write on the back. So I could have glued it shut, but I like the fact that you can open it like a little card. And here is a copy of that mermaid page. And you can write on the back of. And then here's just a little pocket, just like in the first book. I've got a little card of the owl. It's a very important totem. Very important guy, ever present. And this one is my business card. So you can stick that on your refrigerator and always find me if you need a crystal empowerment or books or anything of that nature. I also do medicine bags, so that's my card. And inside you have crystals. And this is danbarite, good for angelic or highest guidance. Rose quartz, powerful self-love crystal. And a few of the books will have Herkimer diamond. Thank you, Dave, for my not Herkimer. What's the word? Swarovski. The Swarovski crystal. So yeah, they're pretty. Thank you, Dave, for my Swarovskis. Alright. Tuck that back in. And the next poem. I came down into this flesh, into this dark abode, to wear these chains and then set free, my sisters still dethroned. This is old lined ledger paper. And okay, beautiful pages, birds and butterflies. And this page is, let's see. You can be mine. That's the only way. I don't wear rings to show I'm owned, 'cause that would be a lie. So the little girl at the beginning of the book is getting a little bit more self-assertive here. Okay, this section has, that's me being held up by my father. To all that is, my daughter, Sakai. A little French script postcard. And this is a little paper tag. My mother says to look into mirrors. Are you yourself? In each poem I've sealed into place. Each one has gold and has been sealed into place. Another ledger paper. Another one of Dolly Girl's pages. Gorgeous with a typewriter. And this one is, I like this one. If what I long for only in conception dwells, no lover's touch or whisper quells, all forms delusion, Maya's spell, I reach within, dear God, pray tell. Calling of the dove. I know how to fix the focus on this one. They gather proud, full truth not knowing, as daughter calls for food, it seems. Our lower understanding dawning, yoke set to capture queens. Ensnared still, falsehood and woe, as if this meal our mother needs. Not hungry for these feathered doves, for we are they, called forth with seed. And on this side we have more of the Himalayan Bonsoir paper, which you can flip up and write on in here. And you can just flip it up again to write on this page. So no space is lost there. I thought I missed one. God is the grumbling ground, the quake, the nourished root in the elm, the howling of wolves, the perfection of fate, a truth only by God to be found. Sita's secret. She will not be bound to anyone's lesser heaven, show the way out or be considered a jailer and an enemy. That one who teaches the word, pointing to sound, brings liberation. Seek that one within, and all without will bow to this one also. page I made. Different components, typewriter, keys. I love that. This is a French, kind of a receipt kind of page. And you can write on the back of this poem. Everywhere consciousness, everything and every being full of knowing, blessed with sight, every one of them ripe for the asking, for every soul and every sort of hopeless night. And on this page, you can flip over this butterfly card and write on that side and write on the page itself. These pages, I think, see, is that vintage by me? This might be the French Heart. I think the French Heart is the shop who did this one. Excuse me. And yeah, most of these people are on Etsy or YouTube. French scripting page. Which has a pink tint. Not sure if you're picking that up. Another bird tag with the egg like in the front cover. Pretty scripting, but also blank on the middle. You can kind of see there on the bottom, it's got like a rose patterned background, but it's very light. Very light. But you can write on the back of that. The back is plain. Very pretty. This is a tag to write on with a little peacock. I actually saw a peacock walk across my path when I was in that other relationship, telling me that more beauty was meant for me. And people who are dealing with African traditional religions know a lot more about the peacock. And this is a waterfall page. Very important to me, the waterfall. Some more of that gold sparkle. Top and bottom. Saka. Back to the birthing houses, to the temples of our becoming, to being that which we came here to be. And this section has gold paper clips, or gold paper clip singular, thanks Dave. And inside is a queen bee. And a receipt for, I'm not all that great with the French, but it looks like a, I want to say fabric, fabric de confiserie. I put that in there because my mom was a designer, so it seemed right. But I love that, you know, it looks old and wrinkled. It's gorgeous. The back you can write on. And underneath, ledger paper to write on. And on this side, that's a picture of Rosetta again, my mother. Dreamer. Not a postcard, paper to write on. Here's the other side of that other pink paper. And then at the bottom of this one, we finally have Union. And that is the mother and child, in this case, my mother holding me. This is an image she drew. And that's her baby wrap she came up with. And here we have another poem. Take this sword. No more tears, my mother says. You've wasted years in mourning of living, breathing dead men who made promises they were not equipped to keep. No more tears, my mother says. No more half expecting change. No more waiting with hands cupped beneath stones which bear no water. And getting toward the end of the book. So here we have an image of, what is the little tuck? Beautiful birds. I love that. And this one is my grandmother, actually my great-grandmother, on my mother's side. So it's Raymond's mother, my mother's grandmother. This is Queen Victoria. Yep. And that was her husband, wax weaver. He was from Peru, Spain, I suspect. And that's their first child, Vivian. Loved her. She's gone now. But yeah, she ended up leaving him for various reasons related to the theme of the book, actually. And here's a postcard which matches one of the earlier pages in the book. And this one, I believe, is vintage by me. It's a French receipt. I love that blue color. And at the bottom it has a little bird nest. Adorable. And I think it's important that it has an empty nest. It kind of reminding you to take time for you, you know, even if you have families, whatever it is you're obligated to, or whatever responsibilities you have. Always take that time for self-love. Another page you can write on the other side to the one you saw earlier. Get a better angle on it. The French scripting, I love that. And the last poem of the book, Ms. Marvel. People will marvel, but you have to carry it. They'll think you a wonder, but you have to carry it. will applaud you, praise you, but you've got to carry it. They don't walk your walk, don't wear your skin. Only you can carry it and churn it out as gold. So that's just something to leave you with. And at the end we have B closing it out. And in the back of this book, there's a little bit of a, I like to think of it like a dream planner, meditation planner. So it's, you know, based on the same image from the cover. Except this one has exalted. And inside is a 9-month calendar, but you have to fill out the dates yourself. So you're not restricted. It's not going to expire. You can fill it out when you're ready to work a particular month. Maybe you're doing extensive dream work, prayer work, meditation, chanting, or your diet. You're making changes there and you want to note certain important things. Maybe you're celebrating an Ekadasi fast, or you're doing some other fast or detox, you know, whatever it is. You can note those things and keep track of what effects this has on your dreams and your life. And here you would write the month. And there's a little spot to write a to-do list. If I can focus out. Yeah, so to do this month at the top, and there are lines here. You can note down some of those things. And these are from Emphemeras Vintage Garden of her work. And I put tabs on each page. The rose tabs, flower tabs. So 9 months to bring to birth whatever it is you need to bring. And at the back you can just add some notes. And that is it. It's the back cover. Book corners. Birds, bees, and mermaids. Book number 2. So 2nd edition, Dream Journal. And it is pretty chunky. So the ribbon tie does come in handy. I wouldn't press it, you know, super hard. You don't want to force it, but it will keep it snugly tight. And I just go around about 3 times or so. And it's all held in place. So that is it. Thanks for watching and sitting through. That was a long one because I decided to actually read the poems that time. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want one, go ahead and see my Etsy shop for getting on the list, getting in the queue. I won't be able to make 10 at one time, so, you know, the sooner you get your order in, you know, that's the order, it'll be produced. And I will let you know where you are in the queue once you put yourself there. So yeah, thanks for watching. This has been Sakai. Love, bliss, and truth.